Hello, I'm Leroy.
And I'm Elena.
And you're watching the Leroy and Elena Show, which you can find here only on the Princess.Toy.Nerd YouTube channel. Hey guys, I'm Leroy.
And I'm Elena.
Welcome back to our podcast.
I don't know how Susie, Tierra, and Kerrie do it.
Do what?
Podcasting.
What? Is it hard?
Yeah, is it hard? Yeah.
Wow, Susie.
Hey guys, I am Snarky Susie. I am Tierra, and I'm Kerrie. We are the girls of Tea and Token Thursdays.
Okay, so how many episodes do we have for Tea and Token Thursdays? Because I have a feeling we're up for a celebration.
Of course. Let me check.
Let you check what? 173 videos. What?
Yeah.
Well, we got 2 more weeks before we break 175 videos. Yay!
Yay! Ooh, and even better, I'm looking at the stats on our channel, and it says here that we have over 300 subscribers.
Yay! Yes! All right, this is awesome.
I know, right? I'm just glad we got everything.
Yeah, oh man. Jeez. I can't wait to see what we have.
I know. So, we're doing,
we're doing another round of, this is the May. The May.
Oh, I think it's time we promote our show a little more. Like how? I'll tell you how. We need to make more YouTube shorts.
More YouTube shorts?
That's right. And not only do we need to make more YouTube shorts, we need to actively promote our podcast.
Whoa.
And you guys need to promote your show. We need to do more collaborations. We've been on your podcast, but now you need to be on ours. Ooh, and guess what? It's time for It's called The Seventh Awakens. The Seventh Awakens? Yay!
Wait! So the seventh has awakened.
Yep. And it's called The Force Awakens. And now we get to talk about the whole thing. Okay.
So now let's see. 30 years after Return of the Jedi ended. Wow. My gosh, has it been that long?
Actually, The Force Awakens came out in 2015. And Return of the Jedi had its 30th anniversary 2 years earlier. So I think we're right about that age range.
Yeah.
Now, first, let's focus on the plot. Now, 30 years after the Civil War, the First Order has risen. And they want to end the New Republic. But the Resistance is like, nope. We're not allowing that to happen. And so, Leia and the Resistance are saying, no way, First Order. And Leia's trying to find her missing brother, Luke.
Didn't Leia get trained?
Yeah, she knows how to fight.
But doesn't Leia have
Jedi powers? Yeah. And now, let's cut to Jakku, where Poe Dameron gets a map to where Luke's hiding. Wow, the world's longest game of hide and seek. How are you so good at hide and seek, Luke? Teach me your ways. And then guess what? Stormtroopers capture Poe. And who has slain them? Kylo Ren. And then Kylo kills the informant who gave Poe the map. BB-8, the droid of said Poe, escaped and meets a girl called Rey. Keep in mind, this is extremely important, so pay very close attention. Kylo force tortures Poe. He gave him the force treatment. Ouch! And then FN2187, a stormtrooper, is like, you know what? I've had enough of this. I quit. So he leaves, frees Poe, and escapes in TIE Fighter. And so what happens? So Poe names the guy Finn. And that's the name he sticks with for the rest of the trilogy. Yay! Okay. And then what happened? They escape alive, even though they get shot by a First Order Star Destroyer. And what happens? Finn has escaped alive. He thinks Poe is dead. He meets Rey and BB-8, and they are forced to escape when the First Order attacks. And they take the Millennium Falcon. Wow, somebody just left the Millennium Falcon lying around. Yeah. And of course, though, it's been a couple of years. It's been a couple of years since the Millennium Falcon was last seen, so give them a break. And guess who has the nerve to show up? Han Solo and Chewbacca. Yay! Finally! Oh, legends. Yep, it's all about this series is about passing the torch. Learn your history and pass the torch. Yep. But we're not ready yet. And so, gangs start attacking because they say, we have a score to settle with you, Han Solo. But don't worry, they get away. So we have, now if you thought the Death Star was pretty annoying, try a planet turned into a super weapon. That is so stupid. I know, right? Snoke, played by one Andy Serkis. Oh, yeah. Allows General Hux. And he's a real jerk. Boo! Why are they all jerks? And then, of course, Snoke even plays upon Kylo's dad issues. Boo! Yeah, you shouldn't play with people's dad issues. Okay, so cut back to the Falcon. And Han takes one look at BB-8's map and says, this thing is incomplete. Luckily for you, I know somebody who can help us. So what happened to Luke? Why did he go in hiding? Oh, he built the Jedi Order. But then he banished himself when an apprentice turned to the dark side. The dark side. The dark side. The dark side. Jeez, I love that song. Yeah, so now he turned to the dark side, destroyed a temple, and killed his classmates. The group goes to Takodana and meets the owner. The cantina owner. Are cantinas like essentially important in Star Wars world? Yep. The owner, Mas Kanata, gives him a hand. And then Rey
is drawn by the Force to evolve, touches the lightsaber that Luke and Anakin want to use, and has a very disturbing vision. And then she turns around and runs off. Ah! Like a normal person. Like, what the flip did I just see? Ah! And then Maz says to Finn, here, take this lightsaber and hold on to it. And so what happened? Star Killer Base blows up New Republic in its flame. Boo! First Order attacks Takodana to get BB-8. But what happened? Oh no! Han, Chewbacca, and Finn are in trouble. Oh, no way! Poe, who did escape alive, after all, saves them. Yay! And then Leia shows up with C-3PO, and she and Han reunite. So they reunited. And then Kylo captures Rey, takes her to Star Killer Base, and tries to read her mind, but she resists them. Wait, but now she's probably gotten Force sensitive. I mean, the Force practically possessed her. And when she touched that lightsaber, it gave her powers. Yeah, powers. Ooh. Oh, yeah. When Rey discovers she can use the Force, she uses an old Jedi mind trick on a guard. It worked. Yay! And then BB-8 and R2-D2 meet. So they mate. And R2-D2 has not been in action since Luke disappeared. And what happened? Star Killer Base is about to blow something else up. And the Resistance is like, hey, let's blow it up by attacking its thermal oscillator. So what do? Well, they do this. Han, Chewbacca, and Finn take the Falcon and sneak into the facility, find Rey, and plant explosives. Ooh. Han is saying, Kylo! He's like, Ben, abandon the dark side. Come, hear my voice, come back to the light. And then he's like, yeah, I would do that. But I don't remember. I'm a naughty little brat. Oh my God, they killed Han Solo. Great. Remember when we went to see this in the theaters and somebody spoiled it? Yeah. And oh my goodness, that happened. Yeah. And then we went and saw it anyway, and we found out that was how he died. Oh, why would they do that? And then what happened? Chewbacca is devastated. I mean, Han and Chewbacca have been partners for years. Years! Yeah, even before the original Star Wars story began. Well, don't worry. Chewbacca shoots Kylo, sets off explosives, boom. Poe swoops in and blows up the thermal oscillator. Wow. Mission accomplished. Yay! So Kylo chases Finn and Rey. Finn takes lightsaber and beats up Kylo. But Kylo knocks him out. Oh no way! He lives to see another day. Rey beats Kylo Ren in a duel. Rey, use the Force! And then the planet blows up. Snoke says, Hux, evacuate. And bring Kylo to me so he can complete my training. Chewbacca says, Rey, get our unconscious buddy and let's go. She's like, okay. The Resistance flees. Wow, that was literally a hit and run. Star Killer implodes. R2-D2
has reactivated itself and reveals the rest of the map, taking Rey to the oceanic planet Ahch-To in the Falcon. And so what happened? She finally. So how does the story end? When Rey and Luke meet.
So they had to meet.
Yep. And she gives him his father's lightsaber.
All right. Yay.
So this feels like Star Wars. Except though it's not.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. Now we need to move.
Wow. So that's The Force Awakens.
The Force Awakens.
So I think the Force was asleep for years.
But it awakened when Rey became aware of her powers.
Did she get the midichlorian treatment?
Who knows? Hey, let's look at The Last Jedi. Yep. Because we got to follow the story. Now, we're on The Last Jedi. Are we the last? Or is it though? Or is Rey starting off? So, okay, so click to right after the Battle of Starkiller Base. Leia takes the resistance forces and evacuates the base. First Order arrives. Leia says, "Everybody evacuate." Poe takes a team and destroys the First Order dreadnought. And they escape. And then the First Order tracks them down. Boom! Gosh! Man! First Order is worse than the Galactic Empire. I promise you that. Yep, Kylo Ren discovers his mom on board on a later resistance ship. He's like, wait a minute, my mom's on that ship. He's like, oh, hey, shall we fire? It's like, wait a minute, my mom's on that ship. Okay, blow it up. Leia falls in space, but she uses the Force.
Wow, so she can use the Force.
Well, she was taught by the use. Luke taught her how to use the Force, so she uses the Force to survive. Mm-hmm. So while Leia recovers, Holdo takes over, and she's the Vice Admiral.
Were they friends?
Oh yeah, they were friends. So that's why.
Wow. But they said bad things about the movie, but it did make a lot of money, so
it made more than its budget. Rey begs Luke, hey, join the Resistance. He's like, no, I'm not going to help until I'm put into the Jedi business. Aww. What? He wants to end the family business? Oh, come on, Luke. R2-D2 says, come on, man. Come on. Why do you want to end the Jedi? I'm like, okay. You got 3 lessons. Yay! I will teach you 3 lessons in the ways of the Force. And that's how Kylo and Rey start communicating using the Force.
Wow, so they're connected.
Yep. Remember, keep your eye on the story. Forget the details. Eyes on the story. Kylo tells Rey that Luke feared his power.
Wow. Luke was kind of powerful.
Well, he is just as powerful as his grandpa. And then Luke says, I was going to kill him. But then he blows up my order. And he's like, wait a minute. I think I can redeem him. So I'm taking off. And Luke says, I'm going to blow up the library. And then his old teacher Yoda says, nope, allow me. He blows up the library. It says, Luke, you failed. But you gotta quit running away from it and learn from it. So Poe recruits Man, Rose, and BB-8 with a mission to disable the tracking device. Man's Kanata takes him to a casino town.
Man, what's with casinos? Ah!
Yep, and they meet DJ, who's a hacker. After they get off, they escape. The stable hands, who are children, help them. And even freed racing animals. Captain Phasma catches Finn, Rose, and the DJ. Kylo says, right, I'm bringing you to Snoke. And Snoke's like, I connected your mind so I can know where Luke went. Whoa! Snoke! Holdo says, okay, I'm going to evacuate us using transfer vessels. And then Poe's like, your plan is futile and cowardly, so I'm going to mutiny. Leia recovers, zaps Poe, and says, okay, restart the evacuation, please. Yay. Holdo decides, I'm going to stay on board and mislead him. You guys go to a base on Crate. And the DJ tells General Hux everything, what the resistance is up to, and they blow up. And the First Order blows up evacuation transports and kills people. And then Snoke says, okay, Kylo, I want you to kill Rey. He's like, nope, I'll kill you instead.
Jeez. And his circus plays Snoke and he dies in Star Wars. First Order rings, then Star Wars.
Pretty sure he died in Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
And then he dies in Black Panther 2. Jeez.
And not only does Kylo kill Snoke, he eats the guards. Rey's like, I hope you've been dark side. It's like, no, let us rule together as king and queen. No!
Wow. Remember the last time that happened?
Yeah, it didn't work out so well for anyone. And he's like, nope. I will fight you for control of Luke's lightsaber. And she breaks the weapon. Holdo gives up her own life by breaking the flagship. She broke Snoke's flagship and cripples the First Order fleet.
Wow.
So is she dead? She's gone. So she chose. Rey escapes alive. Kylo says, I am now Supreme Leader. Snoke is dead. I'm leader now. Y'all better listen to me. BB-8 saves Finn and Rose. They beat Phasma and meet up with survivors. Even the First Order comes, but so how did they beat them back? How did they beat them back? Speeders. Speeders? Those things are probably obsolete. They were very popular in the 80s. I'm like, 30 years have passed, and speeders are obsolete. Well, it's obsolete, but it got the job done. So now we get fighters. Luke appears, confronts First Order, the Resistance escapes. Kylo says, okay, fire on that old man over there. But they can't hurt him. And then he says, okay, fine. Oh, fine, be that way. Okay, you and me, lightsaber duel, mano y mano, the way it should be. And then Kylo strikes him and says, hey, wait a minute, you're not fair. You faked me out. It's like, yeah, I used the Force. I just want you to be good. Rey takes the Falcon
and has everybody climb on board. Yay! See, told you the Millennium Falcon is good for something. Helping people. What happened? Luke ends up giving up his life. And so what happens to him? He dies. Oh, he was the last Jedi. Yep. And that is the end of his story. Wow. That's sad. I mean, it's sad. And then Rey and Leia sense his death. So she knows that he's dead. And wow. So is he dead? Yeah. So Luke is dead. Well, at least he held the First Order off so the Resistance can get away. Yep. Wow. So sad. But it did make some serious cash. But of course, some say it was pretty positive though. Positive. It did sneak away with a couple of awards too. Wait, the last one. Wow. More. Yep. The last one. Oh, it also made over $1 billion. Yeah. And this time, you might want to grab, some tissues. Okay, if you're listening to this podcast, grab some tissues because you will be sobbing at the end of all this. Jeez. I mean, we talked about Return of the King. You mean Return of all the tears that we were unfortunately ended up shedding? Yeah. I'm sorry. Return of the King will make you cry. The Battle of the Five Armies made you cry even more. Now, I'm sorry. This is the Rise of Skywalker. And it'll make you cry the hardest. Look. And along comes Palpatine. And with Palpatine all along. Boo! What a jerk. Hate that punk. Kylo Ren gets a Wayfinder, goes to an uncharted planet called Exegol, and he said, ha 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 ha. Snoke is just a puppet. And I'm here to lure you to the dark side. Oh. The dark side. Dun, dun, the dark side. Dun, dun, the dark side. No, no. And he says, oh yeah. He says, why are you doing this? I was like, oh yeah, your grandpa used to work for me. Jeez. He just wanted what he had with Anakin. He says, okay, say hello to the final order. And I need you to find and kill Rey. And Rey is being taught by Leia herself. Oh. So on the Rise of Skywalker? Well, it's good. It means something. Leia had a connection with Kylo Ren, who is a descendant of the Skywalkers. Leia was... Okay, so Rey is connected to Kylo Ren. And then Rey was also trained by Luke and Leia. So guess what? And so what's up with our favorite friends, Finn and Poe? They met up with an informant and says, oh, Palpatine is sitting on Exegol. And then Rey picked up Luke's notes and says, only a Sith Wayfinder can lead us there. It's like, okay. How do y'all feel about an intergalactic road trip? Road trip! Yay, road trip! I love road trips. So guess what? Road trip! Okay, pack your bags, boys. We're going on a road trip. We gotta find... So what do they do? They took the Millennium Falcon to find a Wayfinder. And then So Kylo did another one of those force bombs with Rey. Jeez. What is up with that? I mean, is he in love with her or something like that? We don't know. And guess what? And what happened? They meet Rey's group meets up with Lando Calrissian. Was he one of Han Solo's old friends? Yep. And so Rey and company find a clue. They found a dagger filled with Sith text. C-3PO cannot interpret it because he's not allowed to. And they find a dead Jedi hunter called Ulchi at his ship. And Rey's like, wait a minute. Don't look now, but I think there's someone nearby. It's like, yeah. So, turn around and run. I'll deal with Kylo. The first order is like, okay, we have captured the Falcon. We got Chewbacca. We got the dagger. And then, of course, Rey's like, hey, go Chewbacca, I got this. Oh my God. I just used Force Lightning. Force Lightning. So she gave him the lightning treatment. Jeez. Dang, girl. I was like, oh no, we killed him. And then, of course, they do find a wayfinder after all. Rey is like, hey, wait a minute. Chewbacca's alive. It's okay. Time for a rescue mission. Yay! And then Rey picks up the dagger on Kylo's Star Destroyer. She's like, oh my gosh. Archie killed my parents with this dagger. Oh no. And there's been so many theories about Rey's family, but then guess what? Kylo said, yeah, by the way, you're Palpatine's granddaughter. I mean, your mom, he wanted Archie to get you when you were a kid, but your parents took you to that sandy planet, kept and hid you there to keep you safe. Wow. So that's why Rey's parents are dead. Well, and they took her away and hid her. Well, if you got a grandpa like Palpatine, then yeah, you might want to keep your kids away from him. And then of course Hux gets to pull Finn and Chewbacca, saying, hey, guess what? I was that spy you helped. I was that spy that helped you. Okay, you can take the Falcon and leave. Thank you. And then Allegiant General Pride finds him and chops his head off. Ooh. So what happened? The Wayfinder is found on a moon in the Endor system. Great. So we're going back to Endor. I hope they didn't run into any Ewoks. Let's hope not. Rey gets the Wayfinder from the remains of the new Death. The second Death Star is there. It got blown up. Yep. And she gets to that Wayfinder. But Kylo blows up the Wayfinder and says, okay, I challenge you to a duel. Jeez, can you two quit fighting for a second? I know, right? Leia dies, saying, Ben! Rey gives him the impalement treatment. And he's like, hey, wait a minute. Leia's dead. I'm going to heal you, and I'm going to exile myself. And then he's like,
what do I do? Luke, what do I do? Your sister's dead. He's like, well, take this lightsaber and go face Palpatine. It's like, okay. Oh, and then I need a new ride. Take my X-Wing fighter. Okay. Phew. X-Wing fighters, those are so obsolete, it's not funny. Hey, but it's getting the job done. So she took the Wayfinder from Kylo's ship and uses it to get there. And then, so meanwhile, we have a hurt Kylo talking to Han. And Han is like, son, I know you will do the right thing. Well, guess what? He does the right thing. What do? He gives up. He gives up. He gives up. He gives up his. So he gives up his identity as Kylo Ren and retakes up his old identity as Ben Solo. So he's always Ben Solo. And then Palpatine's like, Leia is dead. Ben has redeemed himself. Okay, I need you to blow up this planet because I need to show him who's boss. So Finn and Poe are like, okay, guys, we're about to be blown up, so let's show what we're made of. Yeah! And then it's like, resistance? Follow me to Exegol. I'll show you the coordinates. So she's like, okay, Palpatine, we need his oxys. Kill me. I want my spirit to pass into you. But, and at the same time, Lando brings reinforcements. Yay! Ben joins Rey. And Palpatine's like, I'm gonna take your powers and rejuvenate myself. Stop at Palpatine! God, he's so insidious. And then he incapacitates Ben, attacks the resistance, uses force lightning. And he's like, Rey, hear our voices. We will give you our strength. It's like, okay, what do I need to do? What do I do? Use the force. It's like, I'm going to zap you with lightning. She's like, oh yeah? Well, check out these lightsabers. Check out these hair lightsabers. And then she kills Palpatine. Yay! So, Sarah Jewel by Rey, but she kills Palpatine. Yep. Too bad. Too bad for Palpatine. And then Ben revives Rey using his force powers. And then Rey and Ben kiss and then he dies. Oh, great. There goes the Reylo. Here goes the Reylo fandom. Yeah. But hey, he chose to redeem himself. And then guess what? Palpatine's armada is defeated. Everybody celebrates. Yay! Wow, the First Order is done forever. Yep. And then, of course, when it's all said and done, Rey goes back to Luke's old house where he grew up. Oh, great. So the story began at Tatooine, and that's where it ends. And she has a funeral for... So she has Luke and Leia's lightsabers buried. And why? Because she has her own now. A passerby says, what's your name? It's like, oh, I'm Rey Skywalker. So, does this mean she's going to continue the next round of Skywalkers? Dun, dun, dun. Yep. So, how did it end? So, that's it. Yep. So what was The Force Awakens? So The Force Awakens is the Force waking up. Yep. But then we also have new Star Wars shows like The Bad Batch, The Mandalorian, we got The Mandalorian, The Bad Batch. We also have Obi-Wan, Ahsoka. Now here's what we think of the trilogy. Everybody who liked the original trilogy isn't too fond of this new one. If you like the new trilogy, change my mind. Oh yeah. But now here's the next thing. What's the next thing? The next thing is this. Where the Skywalker saga has ended. Yeah, it's kind of sad though that everybody dies. But not to worry though, because the seventh has awakened. Yeah, on the wrong side of the bed. Oh, well, it looks like the Force awoken on the wrong side of the bed. And they're pretty. And the Force, unfortunately, does not like it. The Force, unfortunately, is not happy about being woken up on the wrong side of the bed. Boo! So what does that mean? The seventh awakens. I don't know. Let me look it up. Okay. Look, we got the Force Awakens, but it's the seventh. Look, the seventh has awakened. I mean, this is the time where here's some of the reviews of the Force Awakens. Oh, so it's got a 93%. Look at this. It's gotten some good reviews. Now this is this is the way you grab if you want to impress people. Look, if you want to introduce someone to Star Wars without making them sit through like 50 million Star Wars movies plus the non-canonical novels and stuff and making you pull out your hair and scream. Whew. Yeah. Yeah, well. Yeah. You could probably introduce them to The Force Awakens. Yeah. Make it fresh, new, and exciting. Yeah. But we also must say, rest in peace, Kerrie Fisher. Yeah. I mean, The Rise of Skywalker was her last movie, so she should rest in peace. Aww. And look at this. Here it is. So, if you want to see some look, The Force Awakens, it feels like, look, okay, the prequels weren't perfect. The original story is a bit dated. And the sequel isn't exactly up to par. But if we get rid of Phantom Menace, use the machete version of Star Wars, and then we continue all the way to The Rise of Skywalker, that would make it an enjoyable experience. Okay, so if you want people to like Star Wars, then make sure. Look, some people said that, Star Wars Holiday Special was pretty bad, and you don't want to watch it. The prequels just didn't age as well as you thought. But the original trilogy, yes. The sequel trilogy gives us something a little fresher, something a little more exciting. Look, and I mean, Look, somebody would give this movie 10 out of 5. Yeah, but that's unrealistic. So 5 out of 5. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look, I'm sorry. Now we go back. So look at Star Wars, the way Star Wars should have been done. Yeah. And now, but what about the Rise of Skywalker? Yeah, that now the last one, wow, it's gotten some pretty positive reviews. Yeah, but guess what? It's sad though. Why? Look, the Skywalkers are gone. Or are they? Yeah. I mean, some people thought The Last Jedi was sad. But guess what? I'm sorry. The Rise of Skywalker will bring you to tears. Why? Because all three members... Look, Luke is gone. Han is gone. Leia is gone. Okay? They're gone. That's sad. At least they gave us Lando again. And, of course, they gave Leia a good send-off. And it's sad. But hey, the movie is sad. But at least let's just say the Skywalkers got a great send-off. A new batch of Skywalkers were rise, thanks to Rey. But it hurts. But that's okay, because guess what? What? There's still more Star Wars stories to tell. Yeah, like when we had to say goodbye to Steve and Tony from the Avengers. Yep, and we're also getting ready to say goodbye to Natasha. I mean, we're going to miss those guys. Yep, we are definitely going to miss them. Whew. And then in real life, we're going to miss Chadwick Boseman because we acknowledge that, look, his death, okay, his death, though, is pretty, we didn't even know he was sick, okay? And because we didn't even know he was sick. And look, we didn't know he was sick. And yet at the same time it happened. Yeah, like they did decide to name Black Panther Part 2 Wakanda Forever. Oh, yep. And that seems very fitting. Wakanda Forever. And now, I mean, we're getting the Marvels. Yeah, that's the Captain Marvel movie. We're getting the Marvels. Yep. We're also getting the Eternals, Doctor Strange Part 2. We're finally getting Black Widow. We're getting Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi, you're my Marvel Combat! Fight! Whoa. I can tell you're excited about that. We just want to see the Marvel Combat. Yep. And then we're getting Spider-Man, Thor, Love and Thunder. Yep, and I heard you guys had some issues with Loki. Yeah, we're going to be stuck with it for the next few weeks. It's not so bad. Although, there's one more thing we need to do before we end the show, which is oh, came to Middle Earth and messed up everything. It was Sauron all along. Who was behind every evil scheme? It was Sauron all along. He's a Lord of the Rings, that's right. He was to control everything, that's true. And nobody knew what he was up to, and the pity is, pity, dun, dun, dun. That is much too late to save Middle Earth, now that everything has been ruined. Thanks to Sauron, evil Sauron, it was Sauron all alone. Do. And I killed Balin too. Thank you all very much for tuning into this podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. Whew, I think we've been an hour long, a little too long.
Hey, sorry.
Jeez, you guys talk too much.
I know, right?
Oh, and please subscribe. Look, if you like what you hear, please subscribe to this channel. Like the video. Leave a comment in the comment below, because we'll probably be talking more Star Wars since this is the main. Yes! And
you can catch me, Tierra, and Kerrie on the show called Talking Thursdays, a weekly podcast for everything Tolkien and beyond, which happens every Thursday.
alright guys, we will be back later on with another show. And now, I wish we could like do an actual show instead of just podcasting.
I know, right? Yeah. Okay, we'll see you guys later.
Bye!
Me